sò giống như mình lắc quay giờ.
Welcome everybody to my another travel vlog, and as you already could see, I was in Singapore, the cleanest country in the world. I've never been in Singapore before, despite those many times that I had transit at Changi airport, but each time I did not have enough time to get out and explore the city or country. But this time I took the whole weekend free to explore Singapore in 3 days. First, I was a little bit skeptical if 3 days is not too long for Singapore. Well, because it's, almost 3 times smaller than Saigon. But well, let's go and see. My flight was pretty early in the morning at 9 a.m. This time we flew with Vietjet Air to Singapore. Actually, I didn't know they had flights to Singapore. And also for economic reasons, aka cheap tickets, we chose to fly with Vietjet instead of Vietnam Airlines. And also Singapore is already expensive enough. If we could save money for the flights, we will do it. This time we were so lucky that the husband of Yuri is an officer of the airport, so we had access to the diplomatic entrance.
Yeah, boy.
It took us only 5 minutes to pass all the checks. Thank you, husband of Yuri. After that we went chilling in the lounge while waiting for boarding. We chose the Jasmine Lounge this time. It was quiet and not much people because it was a special lounge for Muslims. But because of that, there were not much choices of food. But well, you know what? We can make it up in a few hours when we are in Singapore.
Lần cưới ông mới.
So guys, after a short flight, we arrived at Changi airport. On the first glance, it looks already amazing. It's clean, it's white, it feels good. And today we're gonna explore the Clark Quay. But first, we need to pass through the customs. And these two are my companions for this weekend. Passing through the customs checks, it's so easy. It's like 2 minutes. Man, thumbs up for the custom of Singapore, really. It feels good already. No push pass, no bullshit here. So we left our luggage behind, or the ladies left their luggage behind, and at 3 o'clock we are allowed to check in. And for now we have to wait, and we will walk around and see what this neighborhood has to offer. So I think we need to cross the road. To turn the camera around. And there is the river, and you can take the cruise there tomorrow. Maybe we're gonna take a river cruise, but for now just walk around, come back here at 3 p.m. Yes, 3 p.m. or 1500, and we will have our room. So let's cross over.
One eternity later.
So, for now, I got my key to the room, and I will show you guys the room in Singapore. It's a little bit different than what we used to. Here, you will have a shower, small, very small, but it will do the job as always. And the toilet, also small, but important is it will do the job. And here, when you come in, on your left you have a kind like a sink, little fridge, and this is the couch and stuff that you need for your shower, and the desk, the really big desk, that's what I need. I have a meeting over a few minutes. And so, if you see here, you have a stairs to walk up to my bedroom up here. It's not that bad. Kind of expensive, but it's still cheap for Singapore. We pay like 130 per room. I got all the room for myself and the ladies. They have one room, and yeah. So that's it. It's look like a studio, aka apartment, for one person. It's good. And here they have another kind of plug-in, but luckily they thought about it. And here they have the normal one. I will use this all the time. I know it. After my meeting was over and the ladies took some naps, it's already time to explore the city. The first point we want to see was Chinatown. From our hotel to Chinatown took us only 30 minutes of walking, so we decided to go by feet. And it is also a great way to explore the city. What I really love about Singapore is that the country spends a lot of money to maintenance the plants and trees and flowers on the street. As you can see, the infrastructure and also the architecture of the city is really nice. There is no building that are not surrounded by greens. And the street, man, I didn't saw any trash, even just a little bit of it. And of course, we also took some time to take a few hundreds of pictures. The streets of Singapore are very dynamic. The moment you walk through the streets, it feels like you are in Hong Kong. There were a lot of street vendors and restaurants that selling authentic street food and a family-style dinner. On the next one, you will be in the middle of a sky-high building. Also, the people that walking through, there are multinationals that live and working here in Singapore. The Netherlands has also a multinational culture, but you can spot a tourist very easy in Amsterdam. But here in Singapore, I cannot tell who is a local and who is the tourist. After a while of walking, we finally arrive at Lau Pa Sat Hawker Center. A hawker center is the same as a food court, but it has a little bit of street food style, and it is outside without aircon or the luxurious looks that the food court has. Our very first mistake is that we didn't spend much time to do a research where we can find everything we wanted to have. This is the reason that we ending up in confusion and didn't know what we want to eat. After dinner, we decided to walk to the Marina Bay Sands and Gardens by the bay. It's 2.3 kilometers walk and it didn't seem so far, but at the end of the days we kinda regretted our choices. Along our walk we were able to see the beautiful skyline of Singapore at night and especially the famous Marina Bay Sands. Underneath the iconic building is a massive mall with different multi-floors. If you want to walk through all those floors and all those stores, I think you need more than 4 or 5 hours to do it. Maybe more than that. When we finally arrive at Gardens by the Bay, it's already almost 2100. There was a light show going on, so we did hurry to able to see a little bit of it.
Please press the launch mechanism to officially launch awareness. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ui dồi. Ê. À, đây là mây.
Nick. Nick, where are you?
And we're staying like this for a while to enjoy the show and the relaxing vibe after a long day of walking, so we decided to take a taxi back to our hotel and call it a day. The next day was rainy and it's already started very early in the morning. This is also the reason why we left our hotel pretty late. It was almost noon, not able to walk this morning, so we took the taxi to Orchard Road. Orchard Road is like a shopping heaven in Singapore. What kind of brands are you looking for? Orchard has it all. But it is also famous for their food court, where you can find and eat almost everything your heart desires. Didn't have breakfast yet and feel very hungry, so once again, our eyes were bigger than our stomachs. I played safe and went for some rice with char siu and barbecue chicken. It is also one of my favorite Chinese food. While the ladies chose the Indonesian rice padang and Yuri got the fish noodle over rice. It is not a food court where you can only eat one meals, but there is also a big corner where you can buy sweets like cakes, candies, dry fruits, tea, coffee, bubble tea, and even the famous Singaporean beef jerky, bakwa.
Cái này nè, nó nhãn đâu nè. Ồ, còn sữa xoài.
Không xoài nữa.
Lúc ăn là xấu nhất tắt quay. Quân gì đó.
Sữa với gì vậy?
Sao chè lại có sữa? Mũ á, mũ đào á, cây đào mà nó ra cái mũ á.
Mũ hả? Chứ không phải là sữa hả?
Không, Độc á là
À,
mủ,
đúng
còn
rồi.
cái kia là sữa.
Now our bellies are full, we continue our tour to the Merlion, which I pronounced wrong so many times. Totally forgot it has a head of the lion. That's why you will speak it as the Merlion and not Merlion. No more rain for now, so we can walk to the metro station, buy a tourist card for one day. It will cost you 12 Singaporean dollars, which is like 8 euros. With this pass, you can travel to the whole island or around the whole island with all the public transport like the MRT or buses. And do not forget to return the card when you are leaving Singapore. Or when your card is expired, you will get 7 days the time to return the card at the service office. If you do it, you will get your deposit back. And the funny part is, I did forgot it on my last day. As you can see, all the tourists is doing like this, like they are catching the water. All of them. Yeah, and that's it. Nothing's really special. But that's a symbol of Singapore, so I understand that everybody coming here, filming and taking picture. But for me, this side is the real image, is the real eye-catching, instead of the statue of the lion spewing some water. And also, I like to take one of these river cruises. Sound relaxed. I saw online it's for 42 minutes. It's cost like $32 US dollars. No. Yeah, US dollars or Singapore dollars, I don't know anymore. But this road gonna take you to yeah, a tour around 42 minutes. You can see whole Singapore, I guess, with this, or one of the most touristic side of Singapore with a boat. Because we are close to Gardens by the Bay, so we decide to go for it one more time. I really want to see it when we still have some lights. Taking the MRT this time, and it will bring us to the northeast of the gardens. We spot some kind of water management system of Singapore, and they also allowed people to go on the roof of the building. When you're on top of the building, aka the roof, you can see people are chilling. Children are playing, families are picnicking. It seems a very popular place to relax in the afternoon here. And after a while, we're getting hungry again. And guess what? There is also a hawker center in the middle of the park. But yes, why not? And then we saw food. And what happens? We're going to eat again. That's what we had ordered. I don't know this one. Pad Thai, Tom Yum, and of course the mango sticky rice. And we ordered also some more food, seafood, and we are still waiting for them to call us. If they call us, we're gonna pick it up. But for now, we have this one.
Đây mình mới ăn xé mà.
So after we are done with dinner, or I don't know, lunch, it's already getting dark. And now we try to take a walk at the gardens. Hopefully, everything still be perfect and everything still be beautiful. It's a bit of low light, but that's not a problem. As you can see, there's still a lot of people walking and cycling and making around. And the garden is a perfect temperature. Ah man, after we are done with eating, the light is almost gone and I still can't see the gardens like I wanted to see. But there is another attraction here which is very popular, the Flower Dome and the Cloud Forest. I wanted to enter both, but they will close at 2100. It is now about 1900, so I don't think we have enough time to see both of those attractions. Which they let me have no choice but to choose for the Cloud Forest over the Flower Dome. Not that I do not love flowers, but plants make me happier. And the building of this place looks also amazing from the outside. I bet inside it will be much better, and I was not wrong. How many times I've said that Singapore is genius. If they don't have a jungle, they will bring the jungle to them. When you are walking around the cloud forest, yes, you still know that it is built by mankind, but you still have the idea that you are walking in the middle of the tropical jungle. All the plants are carefully planted on the wall. Some of them are gigantic. I do not know how long they are living there. I don't know if I am able to capture the beauty of this place on the screen. You really have to be here to experience it. You can't imagine how massive this place is. If you are in Singapore or will visit Singapore in the future, you have to visit this place. It is a must. Well, and that was one of the most unique experiences I ever had indoor. Even though I was not able to bring the real cloud forest to your TV, I still think this was one of the highlights of my trip so far. While walking back, I still regret that we cannot visit the Flower Dome yet. It might be better this way, so we have more reasons to return to Singapore someday. The next day has already arrived. Our flights leave at 1700 and we must check out around 1100, so it is a perfect combination. We can leave early because Changi Airport has many places that you can visit during your transit or waiting. Some tourists say you need more than one day to visit all of those places. We are so curious about it. But also unfortunately, our flight is at Terminal 4. Terminal 4 is one of the smaller terminals of them all, and it is not really connected to the other 3 terminals. So you must take the bus from Terminal 1 and travel to Terminal 4, or you can take the taxi directly to Terminal 4. And one of those bad things is all the attractions that in the airport are at T1, T2 and T3. So we were not able to visit those places like we planned it, because you have to check in at those terminals and they give you the access to the terminals. But there is still hope for us, because Jewel is a public place that everybody can visit. And it's also a free entrance. So, let's go then. So, this is our last hours in Singapore, and of course we decided to check the Jewel out. This is one of the most famous attractions at Changi Airport. From this side, it looks already amazing. Look at it. Damn. And Jewel is also a mall. So every big brand, and here you have also a food court. You can stop and eat and drink. Also a big ass Apple store as always. Coffee lah. Coffee. So here you can take some time to drink, eat, looking at the Jewel. Man, it's fantastic.
Lòng chảo, chỉ là lòng chảo.
Ăn ruốc luôn nè. While the ladies are buying stuff, souvenirs for home, I'm sitting here to rest, and this is one thing I really like about the mall and also the Changi airport is that you have a lot of these kind of gardens where you can sit or lay down. People doesn't mind or don't mind, so you can sit here and take a rest, or you can walk around, and I will show you and turn around, and you will see on the other side you will see another kind of garden. If you walk this way you will see the jewel again. So this is like a big dome, you know, like a forest dome of yesterday, of forest cloud. It's a big dome, and you can walk like in a circle, and you will ending up at one point. But these kind of buildings have, I think, maybe 7 levels or 7 different of layers. So every layers there are these kind of shops around. So it's actually really big mall. And connect to this mall, it's the Terminal 1 of the Changi airport. If you are done shopping, you can check in, take your train to your terminal and to your gate. It's very convenient, and yeah, I don't know. I have to say the infrastructure of Singapore, that is one of the top tier in the world. I think maybe the top 5 or top 10, I guess top 5. I don't know if Dubai etc. is better than this. Dubai etc. is bigger, I know, but I don't know if they are better in everything like in Singapore. And that was it then, our 3-day trip to Singapore. Singapore was anything but not boring, even though we haven't seen everything of Singapore yet, which only give us more reason to come back as soon as possible. Thank you for watching for now, and see you soon.